This was a lot of fun. There was a lot of challenges, made it a super interesting, fun job. Check out next week's video, because now we're going inside at the same property. Okay, we're out here at the retirement community getting ready to do phase 0.1 of the project. You can see there's still a good amount of work that they're doing. So we're the last part of this area that has to go in, but in order for them to continue, they need me to cut out the wall where our waterfall is going to be coming through. So they're going to tile all this, and then I'll have our waterfall coming down. I'm standing where the pond's going to be. So we're ahead of the construction side of our project, but they need this taken care of before they can continue. We are at our indoor koi pond project where all the other contractors have come in, they've done their stuff, so now it is our turn. We've done a little bit of demo here just to prep them, to keep them going, but now we get to be here full time. So we're gonna start by cleaning. We're gonna top these off, finish that little bit of demo work because they decided we're gonna change those caps now. Get all the crap under here, because it's kind of my job to build something that doesn't leak. So we're gonna get all the hard, pokey objects out of here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a floor out of foam board. So that way we have some cushion in there, gives a little bit of room for air. So today, step one is get all this stuff off the ground, get it painted out, go get our foam board, get that stuff laid, and then we'll be ready to start rocking and rolling. Okay, we're out here at our indoor feature we're building. We are getting ready to drop liner. Whoop. So this is our rough paint. That kind of spot back in there may change depending on our liner situation coming around our pillars. This is going to be our little peninsula. This is our intake bay. So Jesse's actually drilling out our pump vault to make sure we get plenty of flow. Since it's not going to be down as far as we normally would, we're just going to increase the amount of flow and water that we can get in there so we can still clean it. Obviously, we don't expect as much debris because we're not going to have a ton of organics falling. Look at all the productivity happening. What we've got going on now, we've got our intake bay and our aqua blocks, our pump housing all installed. So what we have to do next is we're gonna seam on a piece of liner that's gonna drape up over the front of those aqua blocks, because that intake bay is designed to be our skimmer, right? So we have to pull water over there at a different height than just the entire 20 inches of depth that we're going to have, 18 inches of depth that we're going to have. So by creating that little dam, we're going to go up 9 inches of a dam, and that top 7-8 inches will be all skimming action from our pumps. So that's what Elias and I are getting ready to do now. So we'll kind of walk you through that, but that's the concept and that's the why on what we're doing. What are you doing here, E?
I am cutting holes, basically making a centipede. Drilling holes in the pipe so that allows water to disperse evenly throughout our wetlands.
Well done. All right, here we are. We have our wetland liner installed. So we just put our own liner on top of the old. We think it was supposed to hold water, but not quite sure. That's the beauty of a remodel. So we tacked it all in on both sides, all the way up. And then what Elias was doing was he was drilling holes in our 3-inch pipe here. So he was drilling holes in that. We're gonna plumb in. We're actually gonna bulkhead. We've got our plumbing line there that will bulkhead into the wetland. It comes out through there. And then we're using this 3-inch pipe as our centipede. So it kind of will go all the way over there, evenly disperse it. And then we're gonna do the same concept as before, various sizes of gravel, all that gravel, heavily plant all this. You can see we've got all of these. These are like a green wall. They're gonna have vines and whatnot all the way up them, do all of that. So we're gonna be able to plant right in here. Okay guys, we're wrapped up here at our Edgewater Retirement Community indoor feature. So this was a super fun, unique job. Obviously it's inside versus outside. This was unique because it had its very own set of challenges, just like every job has, but you know, we're obviously inside. They did a whole remodel on this front end, and I'm super excited that we got to be a part of this one. So before, it was more of a formal water feature. We had a huge 22-foot water wall that came down. They redid all the tiling everywhere. There was problems with that, you know, the feature leak, that kind of stuff. So we completely abandoned the water wall, and we went with our ecosystem approach. So that's what we have now. So we retrofitted a part of their system that wasn't functioning, that they weren't able to run. We were able to make it work, and that's now our biological filtration system, kind of like a wetland. They have koi fish in here now. We've got rocks. You can hear the sound. It's awesome. They did a brand new renovation on their vitro. So as you're sitting there eating, you get to experience the sights and sounds that they've never had before. So the biggest thing here is the property is called Edgewater. So originally when this was built, they had old existing water features. They had this one inside and the ones outside that we've redone. And the architect's original concept was to make it seem like all of the water was flowing from inside out. Well, we worked on the opposite way. We started renovating the outside in. So if you look from north to south, you can see this feature through the windows outside, and it goes right in down along the main front entrance drive. So we've tied in, we brought in these basalt columns for the indoor feature. They're right outside the building, and it all ties right in to try to give it that continued look of this big giant feature stream system that goes all the way down this front entrance.